Everybody, hello class, how is everybody doing? Good? Kind of wish you stayed home today. I know when it rains, I want to stay home. I don't want to leave. I don't want to use up my sick time though, so better save that for a real emergency. Two weeks until spring break. What are y'all doing? What are your plans for spring break? No plans? Working? You're working? Most of you working? All right. Now, I cannot personally represent the deaf LGBTQIA community in its entirety. However, I do identify as pansexual, which includes male, female, transgendered individuals as part of my attraction. As far as transgendered individuals, my preference is female to male transgendered individuals. So I'm going to show you some clips from the community. I had a friend that I met up with recently, just this last weekend, and they go to Burning Man. They're part of Burning Man. And this friend actually is an ex of mine. And prior to becoming more involved in Burning Man and really finding herself, she had a stick up her ass. Really was just very conservative. But after going to Burning Man and having that experience, it was a gentleman that she was speaking of, not a female. He then went from being full clean-cut military to just hippie, long hair. And he earned a nickname at the Burning Man camps that he's been going to for maybe 4 or 5 years at this point. And I was watching on Instagram and on YouTube really how he transformed, but we haven't seen each other in years. About 2 or 3 weeks ago on Instagram, my account got hacked and sent a bunch of spam out to all of my contacts. And he got in touch with me, and I found out he's in San Diego, so naturally, I'm wondering what's going on with him. So I met up with him and I said, what's all of this? What's going on? Just all this positive energy, this vibe I'm getting off of you. Because he used to be such a boring person. He would wear just black and brown or green, and that was it. But now, all very colorful, loud clothing, rabbit ears. And I was like, all right, let's see what's going on. He recently got divorced. He was married for some time. And I knew that there were a lot of problems, with his relationship. I used to be in a relationship with him, so that wasn't shocking to me. So I asked him, who are you? Who are you now? What are you doing? What are you up to? And he said that, well, I've been out for the last couple of years. He identifies as poly. And so he has several romantic partners. Each of them, he's in a relationship with each of them for different reasons. So whatever works for him, I guess it works. I guess he'll never be happy either. I'm not sure. But it seems to work for him. And the relationship seems to be going well. But it really is amazing to see the variety of people, namely deaf people, out there in the world. You think that, if you think that deaf people don't enjoy sex, they do. They really do. So there are these different communities within the deaf community. Just remember, everything that happens in your world happens in ours too. I wish I would have found that man before I got married. I would have never gotten married. So we're going to watch this video. These are actually captioned videos. So one of the disadvantages of being a member of the LGBTQIA community, as a deaf person specifically, is that there isn't enough information available. Just as we talked about with mental health and access to mental health care, it's much easier for hearing individuals to seek these resources than for deaf individuals. Now these resources are okay. There's still resources that are available, but they're not great. There's an organization for LGBTQIA individuals. It's called RAD, Rainbow Association of the Deaf. And its headquarters are based in San Francisco, but they are a nationwide organization. The issue with this organization is that most of the directors of this organization are all gay white men. There is a representation of others. This is an interesting conversation between two individuals. The woman who just gave the vlog now interviewed an individual named Evan, and Evan is a transgendered man, and he is an instructor at Cal State Cal State Sacramento, I'm sorry. He's a brilliant, brilliant individual and has a full-time position there at Cal State Sacramento. So deaf. SIMCOM, or simultaneous communication, has varying perspectives on it in the deaf community. That means that you speak and sign at the same time. However, there is a loss of language in that process. But I know some people who are pros at SIMCOMing, producing both spoken and sign language without losing any of the meaning, but it takes years and years and years of training. I don't see it very often. I rarely see it in interpreters. I don't understand half of them who SIMCOM. I really don't, because again, most of the message is missing. And he's not very much older than me.